Ruth Hartunian Ellenbaugh here. Welcome to another episode of Ravings and Cravings on 14 WILI and 95.3 FM. Ravings and Cravings is brought to you by Elm Package Store and Tony's Pizza. Hey, good evening. I am here in the studio. Good to be here with you if you're listening. Thanks again, to Tony's Pizza and to Elm Package Store for sponsoring this program. Really appreciate your support. Thank you for the technical support from the unbelievable one and only Matt Rupar. Thank you. Mr. Homegrown. You know, I listen to you on my way home from piano lessons in Hampton on Fridays.
Oh, really?
I do.
Cool, thank you.
That's right. And I'm learning some new musical styles that I never heard before.
You'll do that on my show.
I am so broadening my horizons. I just can't believe it. I'm in the studio here with Chef Ray, Chef Ray's Gourmet. He just did something amazing at our local fire station just like 30, 45 minutes ago, and I'm going to just invite him to talk about what he brought with him and what his passion and his interests are. So welcome, Chef Ray.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm Chef Ray Gennaro of the Connecticut Food and Fire Project. I'm an elite private chef with services available throughout the U.S. I serve heat and serve meals throughout the state of Connecticut and parts of Westchester County during the holidays. I started a food and fire project where I bring fine dining meals to the firefighters throughout the state of Connecticut, first responders, police officers, nurses. I've brought my project as far as Hollywood, Florida, to the Hollywood Beach Patrol. I believe I'm up to almost 30 fire departments, the Yale New Haven Hospital floor there.
Wow, nice.
I started back in 2020, right as the COVID started, and it's grown bigger and bigger. I was on Channel 8 News, featured for my project, as well as with Allison Demers on iHeartRadio, and the Hartford Current dubbed me the Michael Jordan of cooking a few weeks back, which has completely changed my life.
That's awesome.
In another manner.
Well, what was your inspiration for wanting to feed our service providers in each town? What was the inspiration behind all that?
I went to Township, New Jersey to feed a class of special needs students. So I had asked my mother and my wife, hey, let's take a ride to Atlantic City. We'll go up there, we'll look at a place up there, and we'll go from there. It was right before COVID, as it was starting, basically. I was walking down the boardwalk, and I saw women literally going off on a firefighter because a small child was coughing without covering their mouth. And it stuck with me, and it just kept going, and it was... On the way home, I said, I have to do something. I always had a love for firefighters because my parents' first restaurant was right next door to the fire department in East Haven. Oh. So I used to, at the age of 8, started working. I would cut green beans, and I would watch the fires. When I hear the bell, I'd run out. And then when they come back, I say, hey, can I go slide down the pole? No, not today. Not today. So I always had a love for firefighters. When I saw that, it really upset me the way that people can go up. I mean, completely dressed in gear, sweating, and she yelling at him because some little kid was coughing. And then the joy that I get out of it is second to none. I was born with a gift to cook. My father was born with a gift to cook. He was recruited to this country from the Amalfi Coast at the age of 22. And I just love sharing my food and the joy, like I said, that comes from those guys that eat the food, or is second to none. It's
and
a
today,
rush.
Well, and today it was we planned to get together, and you planned to deliver food, and we're going to talk about what he brought because we have some bits of it here in the studio. And I will be honest, my sister and I have already tried. Like when you eat, you should always eat dessert first. So we already tried the chocolate chip cookies, and they get 5-star review because they're the way they're supposed to be. They should always be chewy. Little crunch, but chewy. And so you get 5 stars on that. And so if anyone ever tries your food, they should always write a review for you, right?
Always. Reviews are huge. Always. Chef Ray's Gourmet. That's my Google page. The cookies, that's my wife's recipe. She's a saint. I just do it now, and that was all her. But like I said, the cookies are better than my food, and my food is second to none.
We'll talk about the food because we already dug into that a couple of bites. But you also brought, and I'm going to show some of the things. What is this? I'm going to hold this up. And
that's a rigatoni pomodoro. Rigatoni with a nice red sauce. I use only the best products. So the tomatoes are a friend of mine. He passed away. Uncle Leo. He produces the tomatoes. His granddaughter's on the can, Christina Gold. So I use only the best ingredients, Parmigiano Reggiano.
Do you want to try it? I'm going to give you a fork. I already tried it. I like a lot of sauce with my, and that you can take home with you. Because my sister and I already tried it. Because we're going to hog the other stuff, and we're not going to share the other stuff.
That's fine.
I like a lot of sauce. And I like the fact that it's, I like the flavor of the sauce. Like some sauces are sometimes bitter. Some of them sometimes they taste like they're burnt. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But you brought quality products to feed the firefighters. And today, because it was a day where the firefighters are out at a big fire on Bridge Street, even as we speak, I just think that God's timing is really good.
It worked out perfect.
You know, because you showed up at the fire station with all this food, you put it out, the Chronicle reporter was there, which I'm really glad Nicole was there because this is really newsworthy. And there was only one firefighter there, and George spoke, and he spoke with you, and you left all this great food. So you left the pasta dish, you left, what do you call the salad?
That's a forest salad, honey crisp apples, cucumbers, sliced grapes. It gets red onions too, but I don't like to travel with them because it smells the whole fire department up. So
right.
So I keep those out.
So the people who are fighting the fire and who are out now, when they come back from that, they're going to have this amazing gourmet meal with the elements that we're talking about here. So I just think that that's like perfect timing. You couldn't have timed that better.
No, it worked out great.
And then here's the third thing, and I know you said that it doesn't look very glamorous, but talk about what this is.
Those are seafood arancini. They are stuffed with fresh picked lobster, Maine lobster meat, Alaskan crab, Gulf shrimp, and Nantucket-based scallops, Parmigiano Reggiano, mozzarella cheese, and fontina cheese. And they're all, that's a panko crust, so they are gluten-free. Which makes it different. And
well, I'm gonna tear into one here, and it looks like I know. Use your hands.
It's a rice ball.
I know it's a rice ball. Matt, do you want to try one? Should I give you one? Or are you not a seafood person?
I'm not much of a seafood person, so I'll hold back on that one though. Thank you though. This pasta's really good though.
Oh.
You're lucky you don't like seafood.
Oh my gosh. I'll eat all the seafood, thank you.
This one sells a lot.
I've never had how do you say arancini? Arancini. I never had it with seafood in it.
It's something different.
Usually it has
sometimes has prosciutto or bacon and peas, mozzarella.
Does it ever have beef in the middle too?
Sometimes people put rice balls with beef.
Yeah,
some of the beef
I've had that.
and peas.
I mean, these are really special.
Yeah, each piece of seafood is cut by hand.
Talk about made with a lot of love. And then here's the other thing that the guys are going to be able to eat, or whoever the fire people are. So I'm going to pass this over to Matt. So those of you who are listening now, you can't get the visual on what we're eating, but you can see it on the YouTube archived version in a couple of days because Matt will post it there. So what is Matt holding up now?
Matt's holding up chicken piccata. It's a lemon butter chicken with capers and white wine. I use only the finest ingredients. The chickens are Murray's chickens.
Thanks, man.
It's the best of the best.
And how do you fund your project?
Up until this year, it was completely funded by myself. I put everything on the line. I bet on myself and pushed it all in. And said no one was going to hire me during the COVID because no one could eat in restaurants. So I started that program. I started a home delivery and then went from there. How I fund it now is I collect a $250 donation and I feed the entire fire department regardless of how many there is, 15, 10, 20, 25, 30. And the meals change all the time. So couple months back, it was shepherd's pie with all beef. It's all over the board. I think I got ribs coming up. Coca-Cola braised bourbon baby back ribs is going to be. Oh,
interesting. So how do you pick like who gets what recipe? Is that a hit or miss or what?
It's a hit or miss, and it also goes on what I'm cooking for clients. I have a clients that I just drop off food to every week, so they'll order it. So this week, one client this is what she ordered. So I'll just make sure I have enough for the fire department. So it's basically hit or miss, and happens to be one of the good ones. The cookies you can't go wrong with
No,
the Mama
and
Jill's cookies.
I would just say, give me the raw dough and just don't even bake it, please.
I got an A1C at 10.7. It's much better. 10.3. It's much better at 8.7. But I can eat a dozen at a time with no problem.
I could eat a few of those too. Is there butter in that piccata sauce?
Yeah, lemon white wine butter.
I can taste it. You can tell that I can taste the quality of the ingredients. The chicken piccata, tender, beautiful flavor, like swimming in that wonderful kind of sauce, with a fresh lemon wedge or slice on top, and some other kind of garnish besides capers, and what's the other thing?
Parsley.
Parsley. So this is what the firefighters are going to come back for.
They'll come back for that. So each firefighter will get 2 pieces of chicken. So it's a whole meal. So there's 30 pieces of chicken waiting for them. 2 salads. I'll make one with cheese and nuts, one without. Arancini it is. You get them like that. And like I said, the cookies, you can't go wrong.
So do you use a recipe when you do this stuff, or you just like
No, I've been in the kitchen. I started in the kitchen at the age of 8. My parents had the #1 Italian restaurant in the state of Connecticut by the age of 11 or 12. I was a line cook.
And what restaurant was
My
that?
parents owned Gennaro's restaurant, and then Amalfi Grill, Christina's Cafe, restaurant Amalfi in East Haven. My father came to the country with $300 in his pocket for restaurants later. They talk about him every week still.
Wow.
I hear him. He's a legend.
I love that kind of story, because my dad came here from Beirut, with who knows what in his pocket and a big trunk full of dreams and things. I still have his trunk. I think I'll keep that until the day I die. But long history of food. You create these things. You don't even use a recipe.
No, they just come.
They just come.
They just come. I can, like I said, I was born with a gift. I can watch somebody make something, and I can literally taste it. I can see it, somebody make it, and I can taste it.
Wow.
I can't watch Bobby Flay beat Bobby Flay because the show aggravates me because he shouldn't be winning all the time, but he has a flavor profile. He puts chilies in just about everything. So his friends are the judges. So needless to say,
So you think it's a setup?
if I cook my food for 15 of my friends, they'll pick it every single time, regardless, because they know my flavor profile. So that's why that show, people ask me, hey, how come you never tried that? I think I tried to sign up once. I'm not. The only show I wanted to be on is Guy's Grocery Game. I'm a huge fan. I'll destroy that game.
That sounds like it would be fun, huh?
Yeah, I used to, some years back at Consiglio's, I was there on Monday nights, just like 6-7 years ago, helping them out on Monday nights, and I'd show up there, and there would be something in the refrigerator, baby artichokes or this or that. So it was like playing the game, and I'm good at it. I can put things together, and hey, how'd this come about? And I think I would do really good on that show.
So what are the ingredients that you like to work with most? Do you have certain favorites that you like to use frequently?
I'm all over the board.
So it's just whatever strikes your fancy at the moment, kind
whatever
of thing?
it is, it has to be the best. The quality has to be the best. And I'll go to the market. I buy the best stuff. I go to Fresh Food and Produce. My friends own Laiuti cheese, so I only use Laiuti cheese for my fresh mozzarella, and I just deal with friends. I'll see Cash and Carry, Uncle Leo's down there. Those are where I get the tomatoes. His granddaughter's on the can. If you know anything about an Italian and grandchildren, they're at the top of the echelon.
They're way up there.
Yeah, so if you see their granddaughter on the can, they're going to be damn good tomatoes. I promise you. So that's why I go with them.
So tell me about what was on your holiday menu this past holiday season. I'm curious, like what does Chef Ray create?
So my holiday, like I said, I'm a private chef, which services are available throughout the U.S. This Christmas Eve, I was the 7 fishes. I think there was 8 or 9. It was Chilean sea bass topped with over a bed of spinach with a bruschetta, seafood salad. Everything seafood. It was just.
So what's the story behind? There's a story behind 7 fishes, right? Is that?
Yeah, I'm not even really sure what it is. I know growing up,
it's just a tradition.
We did it when we were kids. We always had it. No one knew. And the next day we had meat on Christmas and lasagna. And I don't really know what it is about, but it's I serve lobster tails, lobster tails this year over a risotto, I believe.
Yum. And do you do anything special like for the upcoming Easter season, or
So
you doing anything for Valentine's Day?
I have a menu and that I deliver heat and serve throughout the state. So this Valentine's Day on the 13th, I'll be delivering heat and serve. So it's $170 for two. It's two lobster tails. Dinner. It's a bruschetta appetizer. I believe there's a pasta and there's a dessert, and I bring that, and basically they put it in the oven and it's good to go.
Oh, nice.
As far as for Valentine's Day, I'm going to be doing a pop-up in Milford at the Milford Lifestyle Studio. He just purchased it. A friend of mine just purchased and built it. So we're going to do a pop-up in there and have 10 people. There's no stove. There's no running water. There's no nothing. So I think it should work out great.
Well, for people who are wondering how we made a connection, so I think a couple of years ago, I went to the New Haven Pizza School that's run by Frank Zabsky. Did I say it right?
Zabsky, tomato.
You say whatever, whatever.
He'll answer.
Yeah, same. And you were at the same class, and so I was unashamedly handing out my Ravings and Cravings card, and so we made the connection there, and then we fast forward to, I think you sent me a message, I don't know, a couple months ago, or said, I'd like to come to your town and, be a blessing to the firefighters who are there, and so we just went from there, so that was great. But New Haven is a different flavor than here, in many ways.
It's old. A lot of the restaurants today aren't like the way they were before. I stay at Consiglio's because the chef's been there 25 years.
Yeah.
The owner's been there. They've owned it for 86 years. It's been in their family. The food is gone. But the way the prices are, people have skipped on quality. If you go to Bobby Flay's Burger in Mohegan Sun, there's definitely missing an ounce or two from back in the day. It's still a good burger, but everyone has taken shortcuts where the money is not an object. It's not an object.
Well,
I don't put the money first.
I totally understand, because I mean, we're all feeling that in our grocery bills. We take home less in our bag. We have to make things stretch further. I mean, it used to be the sweetbreads like liver and things like that. That used to be cheap stuff. Now it's more expensive. Fish used to be cheaper. Fish is
not everything.
Very expensive.
Butter, eggs, milk, name it.
Yeah.
To-go containers are come to $2 each.
Oh, you mean
just the empty container?
An
An empty container with a lid comes to.
Oh my God!
You get that? That's $2 per lid.
What if I brought my own Tupperware to the?
I fill it for free.
Could I? Yeah, I'll do that. Sure. I'll bring my own container. So at the end of the day, when you're tired and you've taught all your classes and you're just so beat, what are you going to eat? What are you eating?
Oh, frozen pizza.
Oh, no.
Yeah, a burger,
Simple
frozen
stuff,
pizza.
something already ready to go.
You eat the same. You cook the same food for years and years and years. Eventually, it all tastes the same. Every once in a while, I surprise myself. Those seafood balls.
Oh,
yeah. I know they were good. My daughter, Kirsten, she said, "Oh, these balls are good."
Yeah.
It's hard to get a compliment out of her. She's got a great palate. So to get a compliment, I knew I was on to something. So, ooh, so
frozen pizza.
And burgers. Yeah, that's French fries. And fruit. Tons of fruit.
I love a good French fry. I would do that. So you don't even go for anything Italian, but do you create any other kinds of food besides Italian types? Are there any others that you do?
I make Coca-Cola braised bourbon baby back ribs that fall off the bone.
Say that 5 times fast. Huh?
They're phenomenal. Coca-Cola. I soak them in Coca-Cola overnight, so the Coca-Cola breaks down the meat.
That sounds so
and
good.
They fall right off the bone. And the last 2 racks that I served, 1 rack was almost 6 pounds for just 1 rack of ribs. I served up 10 pounds of ribs.
And so do you do the classes on demand, or like how can people find out like where your classes are?
So they can follow me on Facebook. I'm on Chef Ray Gennaro. That's Ray, R-A-Y. Last name is Gennaro. That's technically my middle name. That's my chef name. Or on Instagram at Chef Ray Gennaro. You can email me at, once again, Chef Ray Gennaro. You can call me. My phone number is 203-427-7286. Like I said, the donations, it's what keeps me going for each one. And I teach the cooking classes at Consiglio's. I teach them at the Kitchen Company. I teach in-home cooking classes. And
So I'm looking at your menu. Is this your catering menu?
that's the menu. Everything's served in trays, and you just pop them in the oven. They could be served warm if they like, depending on my schedule.
You have a few other things. I'm going to just mention you have stuffed shells, and you have stuffed shells with meat, sausage and peppers. Can get a beef lasagna in there. That sounds lovely. And then we have clams casino, panicado, cheesy garlic bread, broccoli rabe and sausage, stuffed mushrooms for some appetizers. You got a lot of soups here. And even sauces like your from-scratch vodka sauce.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I could drink that. I could drink that out of the container. Your marinara sauce, which is that what you put on the pasta that I tried today?
Yeah, the marinara, a little Parmigiano Reggiano.
All right, and then mixed vegetable soup. What is what's in there?
Minestrone. It's just all
minestrone.
vegetable.
Okay, all right. So for those people who aren't eating meat, right? Pasta fagioli.
Pasta that has bacon in it. Pasta, bacon, pancetta, beans. Just vegetables.
We got tiramisu on the menu.
Yeah, that's an imported tiramisu I bring in.
That sounds awesome. And then we have, of course, the chocolate chip cookies.
They're the Mama Jill's cookies. They're my favorite.
So we can find you on your website, chefraysgourmet.com. Facebook is Chef Ray Gennaro, Gennaro. Instagram is Chef Ray Gennaro, same. And it says, are you really on TikTok? Or
Yeah, I'm on there.
Kinda-ish, but not really.
Kinda-ish.
Better
Once in a while.
to find you in those other places?
I go to it, but the other places are better.
Well, do you want to make a comment before we run out of time to our listening audience? Because, well, you got a lot going for you here, Ray. And on behalf of the firefighters and the people who are serving our community, thank you so much for being a blessing to them and recognizing the service and the risks that they take every day to keep our community safe. You have a very noble and newsworthy project, and I hope a lot of people will be calling you in the future. But I'd like you to have some time for a closing comment if you'd like.
It's an honor to do this, to serve the men and women that protect us. When we run out of a fire, they run in. Sure. And that's, when we're saying it's cold because the heat don't work, they're out there spraying fires out and, 10 degree below zero. It's a worthy cause. And $250, they get every penny worth of $250 out of it.
I don't even know. I mean, if I created this meal, I think it would cost me more.
It would cost you more than that. Because of my skill, I'm able to do that, and who I know and with my prices that I get.
So if someone wanted to kind of pay it forward and support your mission, how would they do that?
They can just reach out to me, and I'll give them all the Venmo information.
Okay.
And then from there, they just give me the name of the fire department. If they'd like to be present when I deliver, to show thanks, and so I can give them, show them thank you, and put them on my Instagram and my Facebook and my social media. They can do that. Sometimes people just want to be anonymous, whether their boyfriend or their girlfriend works or husband works there, and it's like, listen, I don't want to. Oh, he don't eat this, by the way. Okay, no problem. I got it.
Get those dietary preferences down there. All right, sounds good. Well, thank you so much for being here, Ray. I kind of wish I could be a fly on the wall at the firehouse tonight when people come back. I wish, I don't know, maybe someone will take a picture or whatever. We did get, Nicole from the Chronicle got a good picture of you with George.
Yes, she was
one
very
of the
nice.
firefighters.
He was great, yes.
Yeah, got a picture of you, and maybe that'll show up in the paper tomorrow. We'll see. But anyway, hey, this is Ruth Hartunian Alaba, otherwise known as Ravings and Cravings. I am signing off here on Good Company, WILI.